Since 2014, that was the first time Murray State women's basketball team had started off 1-0 against a Division I team. So I took a lot of pride in that our kids played that well and played that hard against Evansville. But, tonight, just like all non-conference games, it's not about the opponent, it's about us. We're trying to work through the process. We're trying to embrace it, work hard at it, because winning is the end product, but the mastery of the process is what gets us to our final destination that we're shooting for. There were times I was a little bit disappointed with the execution and maybe felt like we were a little lackadaisical at times, but it's very difficult to stay focused and kind of set in on your mindset in a game like this. So probably as a coach I was a little hard on them, but really excited about the group that came in and gave us lots of energy. Michaela Manley, Paige Barrett, Sadie Hill, I thought they came in and gave us lots of energy off the bench. And I told the players after the game that those are kids that took advantage of an opportunity. They didn't take for granted the minutes that they were going to get tonight. When they got in the game, they went in and they made a difference. And that's why we're a better basketball team this year, because 1 through 13, everybody has bought into what we're trying to do.
Good free throw effort. I feel like maybe that message after the exhibition game has maybe gotten through to the team, so to speak.
Nobody wants to get cut? Is that, yeah. I would say that, I'd say that, and I also think that they understand the importance of free throws. I mean, in a game like tonight, free throws maybe do not matter as far as the outcome of the game, but there's going to come a time this year where those free throws matter. I mean, everybody from the first free throw of the game, the last free throw of the game could be the difference in the game. But I just think that sometimes with young players, you have to get their attention and you have to make sure that they understand the importance of the little things that maybe, again, that we take for granted, like free throw shooting.
I know it's really early. Is Macy Gibson okay?
The report I got initially was that she is okay as far as anything majorly structural. We have the best doctors in the country, so I trust Dr. Blaylock and Dr. Blaylock II with everything that I have. So whatever they tell me, I actually haven't had a chance to personally talk to them yet or talk to Matt, our trainer. But the initial thing that I got back is that it looked way worse than it was. So I've been saying some silent prayers since it happened, because she's a player that we got to have.
What was the message after the first quarter for your team to come out and rally together 97 points in the final three after the 16-point burst?
Well, I just said we just got to pick up the intensity. I mean, there's no reason whatsoever for us to not give a valiant effort. I thought our offensive execution got better. We actually made some shots. We struggled a little bit, missed some shots in the first quarter. But it was just all about it's always going to be about the defense. Our defense led to offense, and us rebounding the basketball limited their opportunities and gave us more opportunities. So I just think the kids kind of got geared in and realized that we needed to play harder.
I've had a chance to speak with Alexis Birth. Obviously, she didn't have to use her three-pointer a lot in high school. She goes 2 of 3 tonight, and pretty good rhythm. Is that something that you guys have really maybe looking for her to kind of pick up as she picks up Division I basketball here at Murray State?
For sure. I mean, Alexis is as athletic as anybody we're going to play against. She can get to the rim. She can block shots. She can do all the things that necessarily don't show up in the stat sheet a lot of times. But we knew for her to be a more effective player at this level that she needed to improve her shooting. And I challenged her. I said, I need you to give me 20 extra minutes every day, regardless if we're off, regardless if we practice. I need you to come in 20 extra minutes and shoot the basketball. If you will come in 20 extra minutes, and that's not asking for a whole lot, then you were going to become a better shooter and a better player for us. And it was just great to see it pay off tonight. But, I mean, that's what kids don't understand is it doesn't take much, but it just does take a little bit more than what you're asked of. You got to do a little bit more. And she's come in, she's bought into that. And, again, I mean, she, like you said, she's shooting the ball with a lot of confidence, and that comes from the fact that she's in the gym extra. And, a lot of our other players can learn from that.
Including the exhibition, you had a chance to get Deja Outlaw off the bench and have her in the lineup. Tonight you had her coming off the bench. Did you see something in the exhibition that made you come back to that with the spark off the bench that she provided?
Well, I think, we do individual meetings and talk to our players, and, we listen to them. I mean, they definitely don't get to make the decisions and the choices, but we do listen to how they feel. And sometimes nerves when you're starting games will get you and you feel more comfortable coming off the bench. We're still a work in progress. It may be a different lineup Tuesday night. I mean, they're extremely big. They're extremely talented. We may have to go bigger. I'm not real sure yet. But for Deasia, Deasia's a kid that can start or come off the bench, either one, and give us that spark that we need. So wasn't really any rhyme or reason as to why she didn't start, except that I think she felt like in her mind that she may be a little bit more comfortable coming off the bench at this point.
I know it's super, super early, but 13 players, how often do you feel like you'll go maybe 8, 9, 10? Do you feel like that there's an opportunity here for your team to explore depth on this roster?
Well, I mean, we're definitely going to have depth. I think right now in a heated battle game, I would say we probably go 8 or 9 deep at the most at this point. But that's because some people are just coming back from injury, and some people haven't stayed in the separation part. Some people have pulled away from them to deserve maybe more minutes in practice. But we've got a really log jam in some spots, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing to have, because tonight we had people we didn't feel like we were giving effort. We played other people, and we still did well and scored 113 points. So that's a good tool for a coach to have in their bag. I think maybe when we go to Butler on Tuesday in a game like that, maybe we'll be able to figure out who can handle those type of situations, which will help us with our rotation.